before I go too crazy, let's make sure the sound is good. Sound is good. We'll just have at it. Someone is already on. Guy named Stamina115. I don't know how much energy I have after yesterday's show. My head hurt for hours after that show, getting all riled up about the Bronco on the other channel. But give me a sound check. Give me a thumbs up with a sound check. And as long as we sound good, we'll just get talking about today's subject matter. I'll hang tight until someone gives me. Okay, beautiful. Trevor, thank you very much. So, YouTube corrupt and free speech in the house. Israel Rios, Trevor Gerfin. I'll just start talking because people kind of catch us on the replay anyway. Jason Friedberg, man, you're like a loyal fan. 727. Steve D, the guy who I bought the rear end from. Crazy guy drove down from Virginia or some shit to deliver. Coyote Car Guy. I think Coyote Car Guy catches this show more than he catches my other show. I never see him on the other show. Okay, great. Sounds good. So, who's that behind me? Does anyone know who that is behind me? And if you know who that is, let me know. And that tells me what kind of shit you watch, what kind of television you watch. Who is that behind me? Take a good look. Jason Friedberg's like, what's Coyote Car Guy? Did he mean what's up? Someone said that's TV. Right, but who is that person behind me? You know, if you know reality television, and I know you guys probably go, oh, TV sucks. I just sit in the garage and drink my Pabst Blue Ribbon and just talk shit. If you don't know who that is, you should know who that is. This is why. If you're a single guy dating out there, you should know who that is. No, she's not a comedian chick. Take a good look. Okay, so I'm guessing a housewife. You're pretty close. YouTube corrupt and free speech. You're pretty close. Her name is Darcy. Now, I understand that a lot of you guys probably do not watch reality television, and for good reason. But I've noticed that women tend to live and die by this shit, maybe subconsciously. Divorce court from Jersey, Israel Rios, you're not that far off because that is quintessential Connecticut right there. You know, kind of like cheap New York. Connecticut women, especially women that live close to New York City or within an hour, they think they're New York City. They think they're LA. They're LA. They're B-list, C-list LA. You know, they think that they're high end. You live in Connecticut, fucking, you know, Glastonbury or some shit ass town. But anyway, her name, 90 Day Fiance. Very good, Jose Gomez. You get a cookie. 90 Day Fiance. So Jose Gomez knows exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this woman. Women that I've met out there dating watch 90 Day Fiance. They watch 16 and Pregnant or whatever the hell that show used to be. They watch The Housewives of Atlanta. They watch that stuff and they just think it's a guilty pleasure. But honestly, when it comes to dealing with men in relationships, it manifests itself. Like, I have met women that act like Darcy. Like, legitimately act like Darcy. Now, who's Darcy? Darcy's one of these women that can't find a dude to save her life. At least a dude that's serious. Like a dude that's like, wants to wife it up. Because she's a psychopath. She's an absolute psychopath. 3 Valve Eric has front feed balls is checking in. So she's one of these women that I think lives up to the fairy tale or wants to live up to the fairy tale of some great looking, massive dong having dude, whisk her off her feet and take her up to, you know, wherever, the castle, and make her the center of his universe. And she just doesn't have the pedigree, right? I mean, would you make that the center of any universe? It is trash TV, Monty 540. But this is what we're dealing with as men out there. We're dealing with a false pretense of what dating should be. And 90 Day Fiance is an absolute shit show that you almost have to watch. If you're going to watch any 90 Day Fiance, you should watch 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. And then you can watch season 2 and up. And it's pretty much people from America looking for love elsewhere. She got on the show because she was looking to date some like Swedish dude. And the guy was like super good looking. Now, I don't think I got a good photo of him. There you go. That's it's awful. But anyway, it was a super good looking guy on the right, and just way better, more than she can handle, right? And she acted like it. He simply wanted her to stop drinking, but he was also a psycho. So basically, two psychos found each other. Like, how can you not hook up with someone local to you? There's got to be some guy in Arkansas that kind of likes you, but apparently not. So when I go out there dating, I've met people that say just the craziest shit. They say, it sounds like Snooki. What's up, poor boy? They say stuff like, I just want to find my prince. I just want to find my knight in shining armor. I just want to find my forever person. That's the one that gets me the most. My forever person. That makes me think, what's happening? Your forever person. Like, I don't put that much pressure on anybody. I'm like, hey, you're pretty cool, you're pretty nice, and you're not annoying, and we fuck good, we like each other's company, and we make each other laugh. And that's all it kind of takes, as long as you're not a complete psychopath. But the problem is, with television, they start saying things like my soulmate, my forever person, and I'm like, I've never said those words in my life. I've never said my Jim to my Pam. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You have to take yourself seriously before anyone else will, says Black Motors Matter. But so I go out there and I start dating people, and I'm like, unfortunately, I started watching these shows, and I could almost hear the desperation in their voice. And I think they get it from shows like this, 16 and Pregnant, this stuff, the regular 90 Day Fiance, the Housewives of Atlanta, where women, I think, are out there being influenced by this subconsciously. Now, if you guys have a wife or a girlfriend, turn to her and say, actually, ask her if she's there watching with you, has she ever seen the movie The Notebook? Has any of you motherfuckers seen The Notebook? I had to be forced to see The Notebook because the girl that I was seeing had the juiciest ass. She was white, 5'11", short hair, red, juicy ass, and I wanted to get in it. So I'm like, I'll watch The Notebook. I don't care. She goes, it's the most perfect relationship movie ever. Has anyone out there ever watched The Notebook? YouTube Propaganda Free Speech says they develop unrealistic expectations. That's kind of what I'm getting at. But their idea of what a ideal relationship is like is so out of left field. I had a bunch of girls on Tinder saying, Jim to my Pam, fucking dumb. I don't even know what the hell that is. Will Firth says, I have not seen The Notebook. Anthony Prado says, I fucking love The Notebook. I hope he's being funny. I get told my standards are too high, says Mechanical Thor, and I was forced to watch 50 Shades of Grey, though. 50 Shades of Grey, I watched the first one with my ex-girlfriend, and I stopped. I literally trailed off when the vampire went on top of a tree and showed his chest to the sun, and he glistened like diamonds. I was like, no, you're a vampire. You should melt. Just dead. Remember? La Magra. Remember Blade? Blade is a vampire movie. The Notebook is gay vampires. But women think that's like a love story. So Jason Freiberg says, my wife made me watch that fucking movie. Exactly. Now, if you don't know anything about The Notebook, it's some like simple dude, farmer guy, probably from Oklahoma or some shit, gets with this chick. She's absolutely psycho. She loves to fight every 2 seconds. And women equate that to passion. And they're fucking fighting all the time. Then they break up. She gets with like an army dude or an Air Force dude who's actually Cyclops from X-Men. Do you know Cyclops from X-Men? The original X-Men where Jean Grey with this, oh my God, that girl's so hot. Jean Grey from X-Men, the original X-Men where it had Patrick Stewart and fucking Wolverine, the real Wolverine. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, they see that and go, I want that. So you fight all the time. The guy's fighting all the time. And I'm like, this movie's terrible. They're constantly fighting. They don't communicate. He's constantly saying, what do you want? And she just like has no fucking idea. Anyway, let's get to the end. At the end of the whole thing, she loses her mind. She gets Alzheimer's or something. And he sticks with her through thick and thin, for better or worse. And I'm like, I wouldn't have gotten past date 2 or date 3. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm done. Fuck all this. She doesn't shut up. She fights, but they equate that to passion. I remember a girl, the Tiffany girl from Connecticut. She and I had a bit of a miscommunication. And I'm one of those guys that I'm like, ain't nothing to talk about. I'm not going to sit there and try to hash things out. It was early on, and it's kind of okay to ghost at that point. It's just like, yeah, we hung out a couple times, we banged, but it ain't that serious. So I can totally ghost. But she thought it was a good idea to drive from Hartford to my house to talk, AKA argue. I don't argue, guys. I don't sit there and jibber jabber about dumb shit. If we have a disagreement, we disagree. Move on. But she wants to basically have me see it their way. I think television's influence on relationships make life insanely difficult to find someone that doesn't have an insane idea of what a relationship should be. Women overanalyze, so do men. But look, I'm critical, I'm analytical, but all I need is you to be attractive, not be into dumb shit. What's dumb shit? The Notebook, Twilight, girl shit. And just treat me nice. And I know a couple of girls like that, but they're just not available. Yeah, it's not available. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to chase them that much. I'm not a guy that chases, because I think women like that want to be chased. Don't you guys know some women out there? Don't you guys know some women out there that absolutely you would marry tonight? You'd marry tonight. They have that power over you. They, for whatever reason, they know what they're doing. They know how to move. They know how to talk. They know, and you're like, I just want in. I'd love to meet someone like that actually doesn't play games, or at least has a decent upbringing. That's the big key, guys. A girl that has a bad upbringing will bring that shitty upbringing into their adult life. And they try to fix it with things like a baby, multiple dudes, just going from dude to dude to dude to dude, to just kind of be like, I got to fix my shit, instead of going to therapy or whatever and saying, why am I just sucking all the dick? Why do I want to have constant babies? Why can I not see things? Why am I not, and they don't just sit there and go through like a self-analyzation process. It's just psycho. So I think Hollywood or television doesn't necessarily help when it comes to this shit. When it comes to trying to find a girl that isn't heavily influenced by social media or by reality television, because this is on everyone's television and they kind of lead their lives this way, meaning unrealistic, want to be a princess. The Notebook is like their ideal relationship, and you're like, I don't subscribe to any of that stuff. So it's when you meet that girl, and when you meet a girl that's like that, she's already married, she's gone, she's taken, someone already scooped her up. So I'm gonna not talk too much and just talk to the regular chat, because there is no peasant chat here. It's a regular chat. Someone said favorite Adam Sandler movie. Adam Sandler sucks. And if you like Adam Sandler, you have no comedic sense of anything. Adam Sandler does nothing funny except yell and scream and hit people with a golf club. It is garbage. And sing with a funny accent on Saturday Night Live. Adam Sandler movies are absolute awful. Upbringing is everything. Also, a girl with some independence would be good. Look, at this point, you got to have your own stuff, your own crib, your own car, your own career, because I am not going to supply that for you. Because if I am going to supply everything for you, what do I get? Oh, companionship. If I'm bringing home the bacon, paying all the bills, giving you some kind of allowance so you can like spend money, and you're not doing we don't have kids, right? I'm not going to have kids. And you're not really doing anything. I'm almost expecting a semi-slave to be at home. Shit's got to be clean. Shit's got to be on point. Appreciate the fact that I'm bringing home. No, it's that would never happen. I don't think I could even go out with a girl like that. I honestly cannot even go out with a girl that does not have her own, because it's a respect thing. It's just like, well, I don't want to be like I don't want to be the center of anyone's universe. Honestly, I just want to be a part of someone's, not the center of anyone's. No, thank you. I don't want that kind of pressure. The Wedding Singer was pretty good. No, it was awful. The Wedding Singer sucks. What the fuck? The Waterboy sucked. Happy Gilmore sucked. He sucks. He sucks. Modless says, can't hear anything. Not my problem. Everyone else hears it. You fucking get it. LL. Adam Sandler is not funny. Exactly. Dylan. Who are the three best rappers ever? Dylan. If you don't get that reference, we can't be friends. Bacon Giver should give his hog sucked on steady. Exactly. Fastlane 88. My dad was the everything growing up, right? So when my dad would come home, he'd come home from either a welder, he was a welder, and then he worked as a mechanic. He'd come home like a grease ball. My mom had his clothes waiting in the bathroom. He'd go in there. She would bathe him. She would bathe him. You know? Probably. And then they get out of the shower. The dude's fucking dressed. And I'm like, the fuck is this? And then his pants had this crease on it. I mean, you could cut cake with that crease in his pants. And then he'd go out, hang out all night, do whatever he's got to do. He did some side shit that was kind of not legal, but I loved him. He was like, that's a man, you know? Like I would look at my dad, I'm like, that's a man. When I go to my friend's house and the mom is yelling at the dad, why don't you pick up your son? And she's a housewife, and homeboy looks like his face is all droopy from dealing with shit all day. And he comes home and he's like, pick up your socks. Why don't you pick up my sock? I know it sounds chauvinistic, but if you're the main breadwinner, you can kind of get away with murder, in my opinion. RS2 Ricky says, Alejandro Flores, I'm in a 2-year relationship with my girlfriend, but sometimes me and my ex hit each other up and talk, but nothing happens. She talks to other dudes. Should I just block her and focus on my girlfriend? RS2 Ricky, she's keeping you on the hook. She's keeping you on the hook. She's keeping you on the hook just in case shit happens. My ex had reached out later on and tried to do that. And I'm like, you either got to shit or get off the pot. You know, you got a dude. You can't be doing that shit on that side shit. You can't be doing that. Now, I kind of reached that realization that I'm just going to be like plan B, and we're not together. So fuck that. I'm either plan A or I'm nothing. And you got to split that. You got to cut that shit out. Exes should not communicate. Exes cannot be friends. If you watch 90 Day Fiance, again, guys, you guys might think it's trash TV, but there are situations in there that make you go, God damn, that does happen. Damn, that isn't a big deal. I went through that. I can't believe he's thinking the same things I'm thinking. 90 Day Fiance is one of those shows that you can look at and go, situationally, things happen. But I think her story, Darcy, her specific story is so fucked up, and she has such a warped sense of reality that it is fascinating. Went on a date with a chick from Bumble after talking for a week. 30 minutes into the date, she tells me she's a TikTok famous and has OnlyFans. Peace out, bitcho. So this is what you do with any girl from online dating. Phone call. And you don't talk for a week. That is a complete waste of time. Hi, what's your name? Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. My name's Alex. How you doing? Good. What's your availability like? I work a 7 to 4. You mind calling me tonight so we can just talk on the phone and not waste time texting each other for a week? That's a good idea. Call. Hey, Tiffany, what's up? I have an OnlyFans. I shove 15-inch dildos in my twat and you're done. You move on to the next. What's up, bitch? I waited for Frank's live stream, but no good. Frank is on vacation. He told you last week he's on vacation. Single-sided dependent relationships are toxic. You shouldn't need each other. You should want to have each other's company because that's what you bring to the table, not for what the other one has. Mr. Jimmy Jams talking all this knowledge stuff. Sorry, my Nokia phone isn't as fancy as your iPhone 30 Pro Max V4. I just have a regular Note 10. That's all it is, with a big, nice case. Because I've dropped my phone so many times, I finally found the case. It's not even the large bitcho. It's just a regular bitcho. You know what I'm saying? And then it has the little kickstand on the back, bitcha, so you can, record him, bitcha. You know what I'm saying, bitcha? Bitcha? Wow, I'm getting hit up. It's funny. That's the other thing. everyone hits you up between 7:30 and 10:30. The people that you've been talking to or people that you know, you have all day to communicate. And I get it, after work, they wind down, then they sit down, they're like, oh, let me just hit this guy up. I'm like, I'm busy. I'm trying to make some money. No PBH this week, says 2000 MCR. So yeah, I remember seeing my dad's relationship and I'm like, I don't think I could do that either. I need to be able to respect what you're doing. But man, did it look good. My mom cooked the meals. Dad would come home. Meal was cooked. Fucking, here you go, sir. You know, at night, I'm sure he'd come home late at night, right to the bedroom, wake up in the morning, bam, making breakfast, bam, out the door for as long as I could remember. I was like, wow. Is that what it is? David Jaffrey is in this chat saying the same shit. Órale, vato hermosillo, loco, culo support. What dating site have you had the most success with? Very good question, Steve D. Believe it or not, it's between Bumble and Match. Yes. Now, I think the reason I had more success on Match was because you have to pay. So you're not going to have profiles that come across yours or at least match with yours, or they give you ideal matches that are spam accounts, because spammers go to the free sites and then use the free sites to basically spam your shit with dumb stuff. The Match.com seems to be the one that people take the most seriously. Now, the same people that are on Bumble are on Match, except they're willing to pay. And I would think that the people that are on Match and pay, I think, have a slightly higher chance of being serious and wanting to find something because they're paying. They're paying money to find somebody. They're not just going to let it go to waste. Now, what you see a lot is this. 1 week before their 3-month thing is up, that's when they start hitting dudes up. And then all of a sudden, they want to exchange numbers because they don't want to pay again. I've been on and off of it for probably a year. You know, I get on, pay the 3 months. If I meet someone, hang out with them, do my thing. And if it ends, I think I've upped the subscription twice. Okay. And I've had really good success. I've met quality people, meaning people that have career, people that are serious, people that got their shit sort of together. Match seems to be where it's at. Also Bumble. Steve. RS2 Ricky says, plus she's a single mom and has crazy ass baby daddy. Plus she still tells me that she got laid by her other ex and she's talking to some other dude that she has her shit backwards by Felicia. Yeah, why are you even talking to her? I think you like her. I think you want to fuck her. You want to keep her on the side too. But she's keeping you on the hook. So it all depends on who's the more emotionally vulnerable person. Have you tried that Facebook dating? Thoughts on that? I have. The Facebook dating app is okay. The problem is it also spams you. And women are just not notified. When you send a hello, or if they match with you or they like you and you like them back, you say, hey, how you doing? You don't hear shit for a month. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, hey, I never got notified. I'm like, you missed out. I have the best luck meeting girls through friends of friends. See, that's the thing. My friend tried to hook me up with a girl one time. Oh, my boy. Jake from Power by the Hour, great guy. Love him. Probably one of the better friends I have down here. The owner of Power by the Hour. He knows I like redheads. He knows I like redheads with light eyes. My ex was a redhead. There's a girl that's hovering. That's like fucking ideal, but you know, it's hard to link up. So he's like, he was at a party sometime and he's like, yo, Alex, I got a girl that's perfect for you. I'm like, okay. What you got? He goes, yo, redhead, blue eyes, and she's down. And I'm like, all right. I wish I could show you the photo. I wish, because I don't want to, make fun of her. Or I don't want to. Oh my God, guys. I wouldn't want to fuck her with his dick. I'm like, what are you, Jake? Are you insane? Am I this ugly? Like, am I an ugly guy? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, what are you doing? You got to look out for my junk, bro. You can't be hooking me up with that. Oh, she's down. I'm like, that doesn't. The prerequisites aren't just red hair and blue eyes. She's got to be attractive. And he was like, oh, I didn't think that was a big issue. I'm like, it's kind of an issue. No offense. Steve says, 727 Steve says, okay, I should have been more specific. What side have you been the most successful for smashing? I am coming out of a marriage. Damn, whoever's listening to this show is probably going to hate my guts. Match or Bumble? Look, the nice thing about being an adult is you can move that way pretty quickly. If you like each other, man, I like you. I like you. Let's make out. Oh man, fuck, you kiss really good. Wow. Want to come over sometime? Sure. And then you know, things happen. So either the site where you meet the most people is the same site you'll have the higher chance of quote unquote smashing. If you're out there just looking to smash and not looking to get with someone, don't go to Match, don't go to Bumble. Those seem to be more relationship oriented. If you want to just smash, go to Tinder, but Tinder's a shit show. Tinder's just full of OnlyFans and Snapchat and Instagram and it's just, and then you find like 3 good, you know, decent ones which you never match with. 3 Valveric has front feed balls says, yep, and that's why you don't let friends shop for you. Nope, my friend, I don't trust his choosing for like what my penis should go into. It was so bad. Nice girl, I bet, but man, I laughed so hard, and I showed all my friends, yeah, this is the girl he wants me to bang. And I just started, look at this, and they just started laughing. He's like, she's got red hair. And I'm like, that's not the only prerequisite, dude. Oh my God. Jose Trocha says, I can hear sound now. That's on you. That's your Metro PCS phone needing a recharge. Like Smokey in the movie Friday. Don't know what you're talking about. Are you putting yourself out there, Thor? What's happening, Thor? Is Mechanical Thor saying some stuff? What's going on? Where are you? I have no look online or in person. Mechanical Thor. I mean, are you like an ugly dude? Like, hey, Mechanical Thor. Hit me up on Facebook. And I'll ask the guys here if you're ugly. I'll put your picture up. Is Mechanical Thor ugly? If you got a problem with a look, I might be able to help. Tinder has a lot of girls, but 95% are fat chicks and ghetto girls. He's not wrong. For me, 95% are not even real people. Like legit, not real people. Or girls looking for sugar daddies. That's the one that makes me go crazy. I'm like, girls looking for sugar daddies is like a total thing. Okay, interesting. I'm just going through stuff. It's too bad. That's too bad. Also depends on location, Mechanical Thor. Yeah, so if you're in South Florida, I want to say Delray and South, you're going to be a lot of women. A shitload of women. Most are Cuban. Most have that Miami bubble attitude where they don't want to leave Miami. And I'm not about that shit. I don't like the Miami bubble. I don't like the Miami mindset. I don't like the Miami anything. Not my thing. Coyote Car Guy says, was she a fatty? Yes, Coyote Car Guy. She was a little overweight. Seemed like a nice girl, but a little overweight. The picture was not flattering. She had kind of like, we call them greñas, which is like hair is just like, you know, kind of crazy. Mr. Jimmy Jam says, been there, dude. Sucks as much as Eric's front feed balls. Mechanical Thor says, Jimmy, no, not now. I'm working 6 days a week. Time of the year, constantly tired. Okay, working this shift work makes dating life shit. What shift are you guys working that it's difficult? Look, I could not date a girl if I'm working a third shift, unless she's a nurse. And nurses work a third shift. And then when you're going to go out for breakfast, not even breakfast, you're sleeping. Your sleep schedule is when everyone else is at work. And then you have a little bit of time to do some stuff in the afternoon. Then you got to go to work. I cannot work a third shift. I don't even think I could work a second shift. I like waking up, going to the gym, getting my work done, and having the rest of the day do whatever the hell I want. I wouldn't mind trying a fat chick one day. He said, YouTube crap on a free speech. No, when you get with someone that's heavier, I hate saying fat chicks, but when you get with someone that's heavier, it can go a couple of ways. I'm 5'11", about 225, 228. I hover. A girl that's 5'7", 170, 180, maybe a little heavier, is not that easy to handle. Do you know what I mean? You can't toss them around. You can't move, you can't. There's some work involved. When you get yourself a, and ladies, I'm sorry if this sounds bad, but when you get yourself a super fit, like 110 to 130 pound woman, and the smaller the better, kind of like in terms of maneuverability, it's hard to beat that. It's really hard to beat a girl that has a nice, she's bubbly, she's got a nice physique on her, and you're getting in there and you can do whatever you want. Everything is accessible. They look just right. Just visually looking at them turns you on. I mean, it just makes life easy. When it comes to someone that's heavier, it depends, number one, how horny you are. Number two, if you like her or not. I've gone out with girls that are a little on the heavier side, and I like them. I like them as people. But the sex is more difficult. It just is. It just is more difficult. They get tired. Not that I'm just psycho jackhammer, but I mean, it's less desirable to date a overweight girl or a girl that's even a little on the chubby side. When it comes to someone that's fit or on the leaner side, for whatever reason, the lovemaking is off the charts good. How they feel, how you feel together. It just makes it a lot more enjoyable. Working 12-hour DuPont shit at a power plant shift. Oh my God. You're fucked. Oh my God. On my way home, this is my kind of shit to listen to, Davian Williams. Heavier gals have less mobility, not as fun moves to sling that bitch. Mr. Jimmy Jams, you're 100% right. I dated a girl that was 5'2", 120, fit, booty, big legs, thin waist, good sized boobs. If she wasn't such a terrible person, she was like such a terrible person. Like, I'm like, you are just, how can you be this good looking and so bad at life? But I'm telling you, the lovemaking, the sex, off the charts because of how she looked, felt, and you just wanted more. But then you kind of hung out with her and you're like a bad person. You're like rude and a shithead. But in the bedroom, she was a 10. Cushion for the pushing isn't a thing. There's certain positions that I like to do that someone that's on the heavier side would not be able to do. I'm not going to explain them, but eventually I'll get two dolls together and show you what I'm talking about. I need to turn that TV off. That face is going to be burned into my brain. Good. And also, the good thing that thing is doing is offsetting light. So if I was to turn that TV off, my head would shine because this camera picks the wall up, and it's just like, it's hard to get the lighting right. It's already kind of shiny, like when I move around. So if I stay still, it comes back. So I just stay nice and still. They gonna call you the forklift. Fat girls toss you around, but I'm 150 soaking wet. I'm 2 something. They're not tossing anything around. Plumpers are not too bad. Pretty good sometimes. You're right sometimes. But when you get a fit, I'm saying, guys, fit, like not jacked. Like, what's a fit chick to you guys, right? What's a fit chick? Let's look it up. I like doing this. I like, looking up what a fit chick. Like, CrossFit chicks are just weird for me. I don't like women. I don't like too muscular. I like, feminine. Oh, no, I can't do this, man. Come on. This is just ridiculous. I can't do that. No, that's not sexy. To me. Is it strong? Yes. Is it impressive? Yes. Am I proud that you have all these muscles? Absolutely. Do I want to have sex with you? No, I do not. Then you get the Miss Fitness America types. The Miss Fitness America types are totally different. Just pretty amazing in terms of physique. I think this is more of an ideal physique in terms of, if you had to build somebody. The CrossFit is very muscular. The Miss Fitness America is very fit. Very, very fit. I mean, they look good in a gown. No, I'm sorry. Nope. Cannot do that. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. You gotta, when you get a girl that's like that, that's super fit, it's tough to go back to someone on the heavier side. Now I'm no what's his name? What's the guy that did played no, I'm no Helmsworth, Chris Thor. I'm no Thor, obviously. Obviously, women would prefer to bang Thor than to prefer a heavy guy. But I'm somewhere in between, I think. You know, I'm not jacked, but I'm not fat. So I'm somewhere in between. So I'm not saying the Misfitness Americas are average. No, they're way above average. But if you're saying if I had to tell you what I would prefer, yeah, someone like a Miss Fitness America. Oh, and I would not go out with like a CrossFit chick. No way. I just not my thing. Not my thing at all. Athletic. Now, like women like that run track, like these Jamaican women that run track. Woof. My God, who built them? Like, let me look up like Swedish track runners. Oh, there's this one that bounces around just right, and I'm like, what planet did you come from, hun? You came from I don't know what planet, but yeah, just unbelievable. Swedish track athletes. Oh, 25 hottest track female athletes. Yes. What is her name? Do you guys remember this one? The one, ooh, I don't remember her name, but my God, the girl was just bouncing around just right, looking all, yeah, oh yeah, Swedish, oh my God, yeah, yeah, you fucking go, girl, yeah, look at that, yeah, so, ah, shit, I'm just here looking at pictures with girls with you guys. Yeah, the Australian chick, yeah, I'm telling you, it's, how did we go from TV's influence on relationships to like what's the hottest body type that you would bang? Why don't I just call the show that? Volleyball chicks. Oh, Brazilian. Oh, we're just doing this. We're doing this. Forget it. The dating channel has now become the pervert. the, the pervert channel. I'm actually trying to like give you guys life advice, and then it devolves into being an absolute pervert. So we're looking up Brazilian volleyball athletes, and that's like beach volleyball. Like what the hell is happening? Girls that used to watch my show for like a guy's perspective now have gone, okay, they're just looking at chicks. I'm like, yep, that's kind of like what we're doing. Are those volleyball players? Come on. Come on. What's happening? What is happening here? Oh, jeez. What? Yeah, you can. Gotta get out. I gotta stop because then you guys are gonna be like, oh, this is a perv channel. Personally, Mr. Jimmy Jan says, personally, I prefer girls that are healthy for their frame, doesn't need to be perfect. Hell, I'm not either, but healthy and thick in the right areas. Look, who doesn't like thick women? Who doesn't like slim thick? Who doesn't like women that are voluptuous? All of us do. I'm just telling you what feels best and what is most desirable to most guys. Look, the women that I date are not like all, I'm not looking for a Brazilian volleyball physique. I'm looking for a nice personality and a nice person and someone that isn't ruined and someone that has probably a good relationship with their dad and a good job. Not too long ago, I was talking to a girl online and we were chatting it up, and she has a Mustang, convertible Mustang. She lives in Fort Lauderdale. She's in the boating industry. And I'm like, whoa, this is, and she's super like, oh, I know what you do for a living. That's pretty awesome. And I do this and I do that. And I'm like, wow, this is great. And then she's like, I want to go out with someone that's into boating. I'm like, I'm not, this is where the train fell off the tracks slowly. Hey, Jeremiah Camp's in the house. What's up, Jeremiah? Are you back to work yet? Or did they close bars and that means Utiki's no good? Let me know. So she's like, I want someone that's into boating. And I'm like, I'm not into boating. I don't have a boat. She goes, I have a boat. I'm like, oh, good for you. I'm still not into boating because that's like a drinking thing. Like women that are into boating they usually go, woo! Like every other word out of their mouth is woo, woo, woo. Turn the radio up. Give me another White Claw. Woo! Oh, Jesus. So she's like, I want someone that enjoys boating and the margarita lifestyle. I'm like, I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy. Well, what do you do? Well, I shut the fuck up. I go to the gym. I go to work. I'll go to the beach, grab a bite, bang you good, watch a movie, treat you right, rub your feet. No, they want Margaritaville boating, like an activity partner, as opposed to somebody that they like. So what do they end up with? They end up with a douchebag. They end up with a douchebag because they want a douchebag. They want an activity partner. Have you ever met those guys that go to a party, you don't know who the fuck he is. You have no idea who he is. He just tags along with a friend at a party. He hears the music and starts dancing in the middle of a bunch of strangers at a house party. That's a douchebag. He's like, oh, what's up? Oh, where's beers at? Oh, yeah, what's up? Girls go, oh my God, he's fun. No, he's a douchebag. He wants attention. He wants to be the life of the party. And he's going to want to do that forever. And you're not going to be the center of his universe ever. He's a party dude. He's going to be the Margaritaville guy. He's going to be the guy that gets a boat, okay, if I'm loaded and I just want to bang chicks in Florida, what do I do? Right? I get a boat. I get my ass a boat. I get, what's it called? What are those boats? Dude, there's some boats here. The biggest, baddest ass, like the one that gets the most ass boat here is like the Midnight Express. Check these boats out. I think I already showed you guys that. The Midnight Express is one of those boats that you get if you just want to smash. Hey, get on this boat. We'll lay out in the front. Look at all these. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Yeah, sure. Oh, I totally love your personality. Tell me more about what you do for a living. Sure. I'm really interested in you and what you have to say. I love your thoughts. You're so smart. And you're so educated. No, this guy's just looking to lay you right there. And your legs, one leg's going this way, the other leg's going that way. And he's pounding right here. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, yeah. Tell me more about your stupid degree that no one cares about. Oh, yeah. You have a liberal arts degree from UMass Amherst. Oh, yeah. Take that. Take this liberal art. That's what guys with boats like that do. They smash. If I'm loaded, I'm looking up Midnight Express and I'm like, cigarette boats are shit. They can't lay out in it. They can't do nothing in it. You got to get an open motherfucker. And those women are like, woo, I can fit 3 or 4 of my girlfriends in here. Woo. A cigarette boat is just like a hot rod that no one fits into except you and the passenger and 2 in the back. But they want to lay out. They want to have a cooler. They want to have, they want to be seen. They want to be open. The cigarette boat, that's the center of the attention. The cigarette boat. When it comes to like an open boat like that, I forget, center console, the center of the attention is in the girls that are on the boat. Boats and hoes, he's not wrong. Jeremiah says, HCB, what's HCB? I'm not back yet. Still tested. Oh, still tested positive last week. Retested Monday, waiting on a negative result. Hopefully this week. That sucks, Jeremiah. You got the Rona. How you feeling? You're young as fuck. You probably feel fine. You're probably like, I smashed 15 girls last week. It's all good. Cigarette boat. Jeremiah Kemp says, Steve D, yes, I'm pretty much back to normal. Thanks. Oh, very good. Fountain race boats. Scarab if you're old school. Nah, fuck that. I sit at the Jupiter Inlet and I just go like this. And I see what's on what boat. And I am getting, if I'm loaded and single by that time, a Midnight Express boat. Fuck it. It's like $300,000. Is that a casting couch on the bow of the boat? Exactly. Carrie T's in the house and says, I have a friend in Maryland who has a boat and every weekend he has a new girl along for the experience. Exactly, Carrie T. If I'm just going to go out there and smash, I get a boat. And that's the boating lifestyle here. And it's year round in Florida. Year round. You get on a boat and you're going to get fucked by the captain or the owner. Plain and simple. We have 65 HCB and lots of 53S at Utiki. What are you talking about? I have no idea what's happening. Oh, what are you talking about? The boats? I don't know what he's talking about. As a local Floridian, this man is spitting nothing but the truth right now. Exactly, dude. You go to the Jupiter Inlet or you go to the one in Miami, which is called the Haulover Inlet. That one's like real choppy as shit. But the women on the boats. And I'm like, Midnight Express or center console gets the puss. It gets the puss. The cigarette boat is owned by two old Italian dudes. Oh, you want to get a twin 454 Whipple supercharged? Yeah, okay, cool. You're not going to get chicks on that boat. You're not going to get chicks on that boat. You're going to get it on the Midnight Express. You're going to get it on something that looks like this. Bitch looking like jewelry. You know, this thing looking hot as fuck. Look at that. I don't care about a cigarette boat in terms of speed. Sure. But look how many seats this motherfucker has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And about 3 more up top. And you can smash here, 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 and here. 3 seats on the center, and then you can smash and have her look out. You could she could put her knees up on the front cushions right here, and you can just smash while she looks over at the sunset in Key Largo. I'm telling you, dude. Come on. I mean, come on, Carlito. It wasn't even on. Look at this. Could you imagine taking a girl out and that's what she sees? She's gonna be deep throating, no problem, once she sees that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Ah, the water's so wow. So, if it gets to a point where I'm 45, 46, I'm done looking. I'm just going to smash for the rest. As long as this bitcha is working, I'm just smashing. And then my focus goes, I'm going to focus from hot rods and shit. I'll still do that. I'm looking for a boat. If you guys see me buy a dually, you know what's going to happen. Why is Alex buying a dually? I'm prepping for that boat, bitcho. Carrie T says, an alcohol to go with. They're always wasted. Exactly. Not one, several. Exactly. Happiest day is when you buy a boat and the day you sell it. It's true. Alex, look up the AMG boat. That's dumb. I hate it. It's dumb. It's like overkill. It's just a stupid boat. It's one of those boats like some Italian from Connecticut's like, oh, that's a badass boat. Really? It's dumb. It got 800 motors. Look how stupid this boat is. AMG reveals its new 6 engine. Look how stupid this is. It's just dumb. It's not even cool. It's dumb. I'm a Midnight Express guy. Look, this is to say I got money. That's it. I got money. But, it's not something that you're going to take a girl out and actually smash. If a girl sees you in that, she probably treats you like a Ferrari guy. Fuck you. You got too much money. But if you show up in the Midnight Express with some nice colors, peach colored, some trim, pearl white claws, fucking, you're good. You kind of look like Matt LeBlanc with a shaved head. Channel support. He just likes to pay to say shit. Give me a PRB, whatever that is. Those boats, just ask Jeffrey Epstein. Girls love those boats. Just ask Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, wait, never mind. You're going to get suicided. Be careful. Alex, look at the Nordic boats. Can't ask Epstein anything. Can't tell you how many times I've heard girls say something like, oh my God, I want to go out on a boat. Someone take me out on a boat. We know how that's going to go. Every girl that's like, I love boating means I love fucking on a boat. You don't like fishing. Fishing is what you do in between the time that you leave the dock or the whatever. You get fucked after you're done fucking. You look for some mahi or whatever the hell you catch out there. You catch one, take a picture with it for your Bumble profile, throw it back in the dude, suck his dick on the way back in, and you're good to go. Wow, this channel has totally devolved into just like stupidity. I love it. Lambo, I saw that. Godzilla dually. Imagine if I get a Godzilla dually. Actually, if I get a Godzilla dually, it is just for the boat. And I'm going to get that auto backup feature. Be like, I'm putting my, what's it called? My Midnight Express in the water. You know what's going to happen. And then go to Peanut Island. Just be like, girls will be like, oh my God, he's got 12 seats in that boat. You only have 2, Ricky. What's your name? Alex. Can we swim over to you? Sure. Swim over here. See ya. You may catch some crabs. Hey-o. I have 3 boats and a jet ski. Love them all, but damn, they're just as bad as a car. Exactly. 2 salty dicks fishing. Said that. There's a black and gold Midnight Express that pulls up at Utiki full of girls every now and then. Thank you, Jeremiah Camp. I'm not saying, look, Jeremiah, you know how it is at UTK. You see the people that pull up there, square grouper, blah, 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 and the girls just flood out the bitch, and you're just like, in Florida, you gotta have a boat. In Florida, if you want to have premium puss, just like a conveyor belt, it's a boat. And that makes it tough for guys like me. It makes it so tough for guys like me that I don't care about boats. I'm a nice guy. I have a couple of Mustangs, but that's like my thing. I'm not looking to show you my Mustangs as to like lure you in, because Mustangs don't lure any girls in. Mustangs lure guys in. What's done to that? Who's tuning it? Get out of here. I'm trying to get girls. Have you ever met a girl who wanted to do sick shit with you? Like absolutely weird fetish? No, never had a girl. Look, you got to do the vetting process is very important. You cannot go out with a girl that just says weird shit like all the time. If they say weird shit or act weird or into weird things. One girl wanted to lick my ass, and I thought that was odd. I said, no, because I don't enjoy butt play. Like, men that enjoy butt play to me are that much closer to being a little on the gay side. Oh no, Alex, I'm just totally comfortable and it feels great. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. There's two types of boat owners. Captain Stabbin, that throws the money out like he grows on trees, or complete dickheads that look at the tech like you're beneath them. Exactly. Patrol Riverboat for it all. Your thoughts on Donzi Speedboat? I don't know. I do, guys, I'm not a boat guy. There's two badass boats that catch my eye at the Jupiter Inlet. And Jeremiah Camp probably has seen these boats a lot. I don't know what they're called, but they're powered by a diesel. They're huge. They're a big fishing boat. Huge. It's like a yacht. And the thing flies in the inlet. Like comes in at 100 miles an hour. And you see diesel smoke pouring out the bitch. And it is just like, wow, that dude made it. Like I forget. I'm going to look it up. It's just such a badass boat. That and the Midnight Express are the two boats. I looked up fishing boat like an idiot. Fisherman. Let's look up yacht, because it's really a yacht. Yeah, here it is. Fucking found it. Damn. This thing is legit. Whoo. Yeah. I mean, that's what I see. And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell is that? And again, I don't know shit about boats, and I'm not trying to come across like I know shit about boats, but the two boats that get the puss and get the girls and get the attention are things like this. The guys, and Jeremiah Camp knows probably people like this, the guys that roll up in stuff like this have a constant callus on their penis because it gets worked all the time. I mean, this and the Midnight Express are the pussiest gettingest boats like around, like period. Yeah, that's a couple $1,000,000. Those guys ain't got no problems. Thoughts on your, oh, he already said that. Get a lifted truck. Bitches love that. Nope, I don't want anything to do with bitches that love lifted trucks. No, thank you. I am not a fan of lifted trucks. And the women, they're Okeechobee women. Women that love that stuff, you know, truck sluts, they're Okeechobee and Loxahatchee girls. I'm good. Which means like the most country ass shit where you live. That's what I say, Okeechobee and Loxahatchee. Sport fishers, exactly. Sport fishers, diesel, just flying. I mean, I'm like, what powers that boat? That thing is going a zillion miles an hour. Unreal. You're talking $1,000,000 boats. Yeah, this is Florida, dude. There's a zillion of those. They're everywhere. I think it's like 5 or 6 constantly near Square Group and Utiki just hanging out. To buy that beach, I would have to live in that. Exactly. Badass boat. Exactly. Look, the ones that catch my, I have expensive taste with boats, I guess, because I'm not going to get some single ass 2-seating center console maricon motherfucker. I'm not going to do that. If I'm going to get a boat, going to get something like a Midnight Express with quad 450s in the back, or some badass diesel thing that I don't need, because at that point, I'm just looking to get laid. We're going to need a bigger boat. They have like 2,300 horsepower. Exactly. And he was using all of it coming into the inlet. I'm like, look at the freaking weight. This guy's putting up a stupid rooster tail on that thing. Unreal. This became the dating shit, talking dating shit. It might as well become talking dating shit because I tried to talk about TV's influence and relationships, and it devolves into what boat gets you laid the most. That's the good thing about this channel. Do you know what I'm saying? Carrie T says chew and spit girls and lifted trucks. Yeah, Carrie knows about, and that's up her way too. Up here in the New Smyrna and all that shit. There's some just nasty girls up that way. Not a fan. You could live in that boat, laughing my ass off. It's a whole apartment under the deck. Fast life in cars, chilling, slow on water. Exactly. Imagine the wake. He's probably knocking Puerto Rican guys off their kayaks. Yeah, there's a couple of videos that if you watch, and the problem is if I play them, the stream goes to shit. But these things just are cruising. They're freaking flying. And then they come in and I saw a guy with a boat just like that, a sport fisher. I was at Square Grouper hanging out with some chick. It wasn't going well. So I'm like, fuck it. Let me just go here and see if I can catch some shrapnel with someone else. And this guy pulls up, just kind of doesn't even like completely dock the thing. He just kind of like parks it, gets out, grabs like 4 drinks from a Square Grouper because it's like a drive up or a drive up bar boat situation, like a dock. He just grabbed 4 drinks, got back on, went all the way to the top, took off, and there was like 7 hot chicks in the back. And I'm like, wow, what must that be like? What must that be like? Alex, how'd you handle the first month after each of your 2 long-term relationships ended? Okay, so the first month, my 10-year relationship ended. I honestly went smashing. I just went on a smash fest, and nobody really had a shot with me. Nobody that I met in that time had a shot with me because I was emotionally disconnected from the whole situation. I was like, let me just bang chicks and see what happens. Now, in the middle of all that is when I met my second girlfriend. I was just banging girls and hanging out and doing the basically dating. I wasn't feeding them bullshit. I was being straight with them. And then met my girlfriend, and she was one of many. And I was like, she was doing the same thing. She was like, I'm just looking to smash. I'm like, this is good, smash, and I can keep doing my thing. And then that lasted about 5 to 6 months of just me just doing whatever the hell I wanted, had my own place, and just was like just trying different things and gaining experience, and wasn't really looking to date anybody. I was just kind of, sharpening my tool, lack of a better word. Then one day I asked I kept going back to my ex, the girl that became my ex, more and more because I liked her. I liked her company. There was no pressure. We were just smashing. And one day she's like, why don't you just stay over? And I was like, I think I will. I slept on her bed, like the best sleep I ever got in my life. I was like, what mattress? I was sleeping like on like some shit ass mattress because I was poor as crap. And she had this really nice mattress, like some kind of like Tempur-Pedic or whatever. I was like, oh, I slept so good. Woke up, had breakfast, and it was like normal. And then I left at around noontime. 2 days later, I was like, you want to go to the beach? She's like, yeah, I want to go to the beach. Went to the beach, had a great day at the beach, hung out, came back, smashed, slept over again. And then we just became boyfriend and girlfriend that way. When that relationship ended, that was the hardest one because I had sold all of my belongings. Everything was gone, house, everything. And I moved in with her, and never doing that again. I'm never doing that again. Never, ever, ever, ever will I move in with a girl. She's either got to move in with me or we keep our own separate shit. I am never moving in with a girl because I ended up basically homeless. Like the breakup happened, and I'm like, okay. So got an apartment shortly thereafter, like a week after or 2 weeks. What are your thoughts on Brad Pitt date with Jeffrey? Relax. I'll get to you. So after that, I got an apartment, got settled, and I was in the middle of, I was hurting. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was hurting bad. But you know what I did? I just put my head down and went to work. I put my head down and I went to work because I'm not one of those guys that sulks around and goes, oh. No, man, I went to work and I worked really hard and made myself available to travel a lot. Again, went on a dating frenzy because Florida, there's a lot of women in Florida, and went on a dating frenzy and kind of did my own thing. But I knew I wasn't going to get into a relationship. That was a month in. And then after that, I just took a year before I even thought about dating someone, to date someone in a serious way. And when I did, that's when, believe it or not, it became not fun to date. When I didn't care and I was just smashing, I was just meeting somebody and see what the deal was and see blah 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 blah, see what could happen and get to the bedroom and da 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 and do your thing. It was fun. But then you switch, your brain goes, I'd like to hang out with someone consistently. And then you hone in on what you want, and then when you don't find it, you're like, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. And then you get presented opportunities you have to say no to. Girls are like, well, I just want to fuck you on the side. And I'm like, fuck, that's awesome, but that's not going to allow me to find a girlfriend because I'm going to be concentrating on you and I'm getting sex. The semi-desperation for sex helps you find a girl easier. Now, does it cloud your judgment? In a way, but I think your brain changes. You know it. When you nut, your brain's gone the other way. But when you haven't had sex in a while and you go on a date with a girl that you really like, the lack of sex actually helps you focus on that girl. If you're getting taken care of on the backside all the time by someone else, not your butt, I'm saying someone else is giving you sex, like a maintenance guy. I've been called a maintenance guy. I was somebody's maintenance guy. Could you imagine saying, I got a maintenance guy, and they're out there dating? And imagine the guy that's dating him doesn't know it. So I'm assuming every girl I meet has a guy that bangs them on the regular. That's kind of how you have to look at it nowadays. Every girl I meet has a regular sex guy. So when you say, well, I have a regular sex girl, you're an asshole. So when girls say, I've been single 7 years, but you're getting steady dick somewhere. You're getting steady dick somewhere. So what do I think about Brad Pitt? I don't know. I mean, what's a good actor, great actor. He's aging not so great. I remember him in the movie Troy. I was like, that's a good looking dude. I'm sorry. That guy's a physical specimen. Now he looks just like Robert Redford. He literally looks like Robert Redford. There we go. Yeah. Like this is what Brad Pitt is going to look like in the very near future. I think that's what he's going to look like, because if you look at Brad Pitt now, he's starting to look a little, I kind of like the fact that he's aging gracefully. But you could tell that that's the look. That's kind of the look he's going to end up at. He's a great actor and he's gotten so much puss, but the wall's coming. The wall's coming at a pretty good clip. And, guys like me that are ugly most of their life kind of appreciate the fact that someone can go from looking like this, to like, some girls like, I still like that. Yeah, but it's not this. And this channel turned gay all of a sudden. We're judging men's looks. 3Valve has front feet ball says, one of the best way to get over someone was to become selfish, splurge on yourself, not talking too much material things, but get out and enjoy quality time with yourself, rediscover yourself. True. And I did that by smashing. Did whatever I wanted. I still do to this day. I go and do my own thing. I can just go for a long 3-hour car ride. I can go all the way I can go wherever the hell I want, not really have to report to anybody. And I kind of like that. And it's tough to think that I might have to give that up, but that's kind of what you do if you want to be in a relationship. You got to kind of build a life together. But if it's not working with that person for whatever reason and you don't keep going back to them consistently, then and you prefer being alone and doing your own thing but still having girlfriends, sometimes that's just, I know many guys at the gym, jacked 50-year-olds are probably on some testosterone, super cool dudes, and they drop their knowledge on me like, man, I was married for 30 years, man. Got a couple kids, they're out in college. Now I got my house, got my housekeeper, I got a nice hot rod, I got a boat, and I go to the gym and work out. I get laid whenever I want. Things are good. And I'm like, that doesn't sound bad. Like, that sounds pretty good. Shit, you know, and I'm like, but I'm still a relationship type. But the longer I'm single, the less likely it is that I'll be in a relationship. It's just how it is. Have you ever cried over a girl? No. Cried like that fucking bitch. No, you felt overwhelming sadness that something ended. But what do you then you analyze, what am I crying about, or what am I sad about? Am I sad that the relationship is over? Am I sad that my life changed, meaning my routine is gone? I think when you think about it in depth, you're sad that your life now has to change. You have to start a new routine, a new normal, when you got used to coming home, giving someone a hug, giving someone a kiss, you know, hanging out with the dog, just hanging out on the TV, just watching a show. And now you have to like figure out what to do with yourself. Now, some guys don't get out of that funk. Some guys just stay there in a funk on their air mattress going, what the fuck am I going to do now? I went to work. I kept working on the channel. I ended up back at Lund Racing, made more money than I ever did in my life. I made myself available to make money so that I can enjoy myself. So now I have a hot rod. I got a nice Mustang. I got the manual, the auto, and I got a Fairmont, and we go racing and we go traveling, and money's okay. Things are good. If I buy a house and get myself a nice little housekeeper, and the furniture's good, and I'm doing pretty well in terms of money, and I'm not with anyone, I highly doubt I would ever bring anyone into that situation unless they were my equal or doing better than I am. That's a good life. Isn't it a good life? Like, a lot of women think a good life is raising a child. Now, a lot of you guys that have children, I understand you're never going to say, my child fucked up my life. You're never going to say that. You're never going to admit that your child, or even if they did, you're never going to admit it because it's bad. But if you had to do it all over again and you could be in shape, kids are gone or no kids, hot rods, cars, a nice house, which I don't have yet, but I will. What else do you need? Because a lot of guys need the woman to be the focal point of the relationship. A lot of guys need a woman to take care of the bills, be their regulator, be their calming force, be their accountant, be their, shopper, shop for food and the food prep. Like, if you can do all that shit yourself and be happy with yourself, be in shape, and be a good person too, don't be a shithead, why would you bring anyone else into that? Unless they're spectacular. Like, I'm telling you, like, the most spectacular woman on the planet. That's very difficult to change when you're like, my life is really good. So the moment your life gets really good, you now have to make it a little less good to be in a relationship. Think about it, guys. What makes you happy? Especially guys that follow this channel. You're car guys. You're all car guys. A car makes you happy. A garage makes you happy. A fast car makes you happy. Kamloops tune makes you happy. Boating makes you happy. Fishing. Right? You don't say, my wife is the best thing that ever happened to me. No. Now, thinking back, was I ever really happy in a relationship? I'll be honest with you. I'm happier now than I've ever been. I'm actually really good. And all my friends, I think, wonder how I'm doing. I think all my friends wonder how I'm doing. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Like, I'm really good. Like, really? I'm like, yeah. Go to the gym, work, grab a bite to eat, meet someone, go on a date with them. I'm not lonely. Things are good. And I think they're dumbfounded by that. They're like, wait a minute. He doesn't have a girlfriend and he says he's happy. Is he really happy? Oh, he's got to be lying. He's probably lonely. I'm going to be honest, guys. When I'm not working at Lund Racing, I'm working on my channel. I'm working on my cars. I'm working on myself at the gym, going for a run, saving up my money, stacking my paper, trying to buy a house. When you got that going on, the girlfriend stuff isn't priority. I'm still dating. I'm still looking for someone to date and be in my life. But unless they're right on point, I'm not going to change what's going on right now. No way. But in terms of cried over a girl Mustang house, no, I haven't really boo-hooed over a girl. I think I was sad of something ending. Would you ever date a girl in a wheelchair or disabled? I'm sorry, I cannot. It sucks that they're in that situation, but they got to be semi-athletic. They got to be into working out, running, something. Something athletic. I'm a very mobile guy, and I cannot date someone that I'd have to take care of. I'm sorry. I'm that shallow. Call me shallow. I could not do it. I don't care how hot she is. What's up, Alex? I have a question. I can't wait. Turbo E85, 1050Xs, 450 Walbros. Should I remove the BAP? Yeah, you got two 450s? Yeah, remove the BAP. You don't need a BAP for that. Who the hell was that? Was that the Facebook dating thing? Nope, that was another thing. That was my other YouTube page. Okay, so where are we? Three Valvericus from Feedball says, true, I've been alone for 7 years and I love it. However, I'm not object to the right girl. I'm happy and content. Becoming self-sufficient is essential regardless of relationships, in my opinion. Exactly. I don't think you can get into a relationship as a crutch to fix yourself. Oh, I'm going to find the right girl to fix me. That's the other thing that happens when you leave a relationship. You wonder if you were the other person's crutch, you know? Someone that is missing something that you fixed or they thought you could fix. I'm like, damn, I think. And then when you're like, I don't want to have a baby. I'm happy. Things are good in my book. And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, so I wasn't really in it. So that's one of those things where after you get over the sadness and everything, you analyze and you see what's going on and how they ended up. And you go, yeah, I was their crutch. I wasn't ever into it. Alex, they can still do upper body calisthenics. I don't care. They got to be mobile. Hey, Alex, how much should you save for a down payment on a house? Okay, so depends on where you live. If you live in Massachusetts and the houses are $175,000 to $200,000, good idea to save up 25 to 30. Maybe 40 if you can swing it. Some loans are 2% or something like that, like 5, 6, 7 grand, and then closing costs, and you're in, and everything else is rolled into the loan. I am at the point where I'm looking to probably save $50,000 that as a down payment. That's my goal. I think I can do it, not quickly, but I think I can do it reasonable amount of time. But that's the goal. Because I want to get a conventional loan. No FHA stuff, and just do my thing and go. Because here in Florida, houses go like that. Usually cash. And houses start at $349,000 to $360,000 here. Start. And it's a shit-ass house in Royal Palm Beach. So, or Royal Palm. I'm listening as I work on my car. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, brother. I got you. Alex, at RS2 Ricky, they'll have to talk it out with her. She'll understand. What did RS2 Ricky say? Now that you brought the topic, I get sighs from my girlfriend when she wants to get married, but I don't think I am yet. What should I do? If you're not ready to get married, don't ever do anything you don't want to do. That's a very simple one. Don't ever do anything you don't want to do. I'm trying to think if I ever wanted to marry. My ex told me at one point, if you would have proposed, this was after the breakup, if you would have proposed, I would have said yes. And I'm like, at no point did I want to propose. I mean, at no point. We had to work on so much shit. And when it came to head, we broke up. So, no, at no point. We had so much shit to work on. Because a lot of people think their relationship's okay. Can you honestly look to your girlfriend or boyfriend right now and look at them and go, hey, are we okay? And have an honest answer. She asked me one time, are we okay? And I'm thinking in my head, fuck no, we're not okay. But I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. Because I didn't want to talk about it right then and there. But if she was to say, no, give me an honest answer and no repercussions. If I had to do it all over again, I'm like, actually, are you ready for this talk? Because they're not ready for the honest truth, man. If you were to be honest with your girlfriend or boyfriend right now and tell them exactly what's on your mind and what's bothering you, you guys break up. You wouldn't say, I hear what you're saying. I understand. Why do you feel that way? No. You break up. That's how it is. So I'm like, I was just like, I had to make a judgment call. Do I want to fucking have this argument right now? I'm like, nah. Monty 540 says, I put 100,000 on a 350 house. Good for you. That's badass. That's 30-something% or 20-something%. That's badass. Where the fuck are you finding homes in Mass for under $200,000? Western Mass. Springfield, Chicopee, 30%. Anything east of Worcester, you're fucked. 30% is good. That's what I say, 30%. 30% is real good. Damn, what do I have to save if I want to buy like a let's say a $400,000 house? $120,000. I'm definitely not going to save $120,000, but let's do 20%. Oops. It's $80,000 for a $400,000 house. Whew. Wow, 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 wow. Insane. All I have to do is earn a down payment, is do a second car vlog every week. 500 super chat is a record. You earn it, man. I wish. No, the thing is, if I do a second car vlog a week, I think they'll both fizzle out. I think the fact that it's once a week is what makes it strong. That's what I think. YouTube Corrupt says, I like to be brutally honest, but it creates issues. I see why people just keep quiet when it comes to women. If my girlfriend at the time, when she asked that question, said, are we okay? I would have been like, I feel you don't have my back in the relationship. I feel like I'm just secondary in the relationship. I feel my opinion matters less because of the paycheck I earn. You know, and then they would have been like, it would have been a fight. Instead of them going, you're right, I am kind of coming across that way. I'm like, right, because they came from money. So once the breakup happened, my earnings went straight up. Like I'm dumbfounded. You know, I'm like, wow, between work and this channel and other things that I do that earn money, it went way up. So has my attitude changed because of that? No, fuck no. I'm just stacking it. Just stacking it. Let it stack. And then if I really want to, like, let's say if I want a badass house and I want a down payment on a house, I'd sell all the cars. I'd sell all the cars. And I'd have a big chunk to give down, and I could just buy a brand new something, do the payment thing, you know, and I'm sure I can get some sponsorships here and there. Not that I'm going to put my hand out or anything, but I probably could make it happen. But I'm happy. I'm happy having 3 cars because they keep me busy. They keep me busy. One has an auto, so I know we can build that, and the channel likes that. The other one is a manual, and I could build that in the channel, and the Fairmont is my race car. You know, so once I got out of that relationship, my earnings went through the roof. So I thought to myself, was I always holding myself back in the relationship, or was the person holding me back in the relationship? Because the moment I started earning more money, or would have had more earning potential, I think the presumption of power would shift, because I kind of ran the show when it comes to, you know, stuff in terms of where we should go, what we should do. But when it comes to stuff in the house and purchases, we split everything down the middle, but I obviously earned less. If I would have earned more, I guarantee you, the relationship would have ended faster, because now I have more of a say, because perceptually I make more money. So I have more power in the relationship, and maybe I was being kept down because I earned less. Maybe, who knows? I went no down payment on a $325,000 house. Fuck PMI. Gotcha. I get it, dude. Trust me. Monty 540 says stack money. Cash is king. Smart. That's what I'm doing. Stacking. I put $20,000 down on mine in Northern New York. I never heard you mention siblings before. Are you an only child? No, I have a older brother and an older sister. I'm the youngest of 3. Alex, come back to Texas. I see people that are like, oh, Texas is such a value. The houses, you can get that much for $350,000. Look at what you can get for $3. But what the fuck are you going to do in Texas besides race people? And go to Royal Purple Raceway and watch another refinery blow up. I could not live in Texas again. No freaking way. No freaking way. After seeing the ice blue water that's here, the lifestyle that is within grasp. No. And if you saw it, gato, you'd agree. Arturo Morcillo says, I'm listening as I work on my car. Very good. Okay, so, you have to be willing. YouTube Corp says, you have to be willing to be with someone reasonable who's willing to communicate and compromise. A lot of women I meet are set in their ways and don't want to change. You know what I come across a lot, YouTube Corp and Free Speech? Insecure women. Women that I think have been beaten up by life and their exes, and then they carry that over into their dating life, and they're walking on eggshells. And I'm like, let's just relax. You can go date other guys. I'm not. See, I'm not gonna chase that much. I'm over that. I'm over that. I'm just like, I'm not gonna chase that much, man. It's just like I did that and it got me nowhere. And then the less I chase, the better it was. I'm like, no, I'm the hot chick. It sounds terrible, but when you think about it as a mindset, you're like, I'm the hot chick. And if they're not willing to do it the way I want to do it, then they can move on. There's plenty of other guys out there, but then they go, damn, he's actually a good guy. Damn, hanging out with him is good. Man, he's a good lay. And he talks to me and he makes me laugh. And he's a good guy and he doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, doesn't party, doesn't booze. What's wrong with this picture? Nothing. Nothing. But they fall into the something's got to be wrong. Something's got to be wrong. All right, keep thinking that. I visited Florida plenty of times. Está bonito, pero soy tejano de corazón. What part of Florida? Disney World? Gato? Disney World? You didn't go to South Florida. Did you go to Jupiter Inlet? Did you go to Miami? Check that out. You go to Boca? You go to any of those joints? You go to Sarasota? You go to any of those beautiful, gorgeous places? You go to the Keys? Anything like that? Carrie T says mutual chasing. Carrie T knows nothing about mutual chasing. No offense. No. Look, Carrie T, I'm the hot chick. I'm the hot chick right now. And if you want any of this, and any girl wants any of this, you got to come to me. I'm not chasing no more. I did that. I did that forever. And hey, what's up? What are you doing? And got nothing. And once I started going, fuck all this shit, all of a sudden, hey, what are you doing? What are you up to? You want to meet up? And I'm like, girl. So yeah, Carrie, the mutual chasing is, I think there's always going to be someone that chases somebody in a relationship. Never been to Texas, but I love Florida. The problem is I've only been to Houston, and Houston was awful for me. Racing is off the charts. Racing is wonderful, and some of the best people I ever met. Like, I still have friends in Houston that are great people. The area and things to do wasn't my thing. I love the water. I love the fucking water, man. I love the beach. Like, it calms me. I look at it, I'm like, there it is, man. I got nothing. You got everything. But Texas has none of that. None of that. It's just got plains. Just flat and hot as shit. No, thank you. Not that south into Florida. Gato, exactly. You went to Georgia. You went to South Georgia. 20 to 30% down on a house is the way to go. Credit score and history, very important. Exactly. I've been to Florida plenty of times. Bonito. Okay, he said Texas. Pussy Pounders in the house. And he says, Alex, what happened if you find some super compatible chick, good looking personally, only thinks she has a dead end low pay job? What do you do? I date her. I'll date her. Okay. As long as they're not insecure about it. I went on a date. Oh my God. Talk about the stupid things you do while you date. I went on a date to Fort Myers, which is 2.5 hours west of me. I was so stupid. But the girl was so pretty that I was like, yo, I got to try this. Went on a date. Phenomenal date. Good looking. We laughed. I made her ugly laugh. Like, she was like laughing that her face was ugly, and she was like covering up because she was like, I've never laughed. So we're super getting along. Everything's great, I think. Say goodnight, give her a kiss. Everything's going great. I want to see you soon. She's like, yeah, I want to see you soon too. Beautiful. Boom. I'm driving back 2.5 hours. She must have looked through my Facebook, or she must have seen on Instagram that I have a couple of cars. And I think in her mind, she was like, oh, he's got money. Guys, I don't got that kind of crazy money. I make okay money for Florida. In terms of Florida. If I lived in Western Mass, I'd be fucking loaded. But Florida money, I'm okay. I'm like middle class in Florida. So she was like, I hope you don't mind that I don't make that a lot of money. And I'm like, I don't mind at all. She goes, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I got a couple kids, and it's really tough to make ends meet with making the money I do. I go, I understand that. She goes, yeah, but you really understand that I really can't pay. I'm like, could I wanted to say, could you shut up? You're ruining it. But the more she spoke about her insecurities about her paycheck, the less attractive she became to me. And the 2.5 hour drive did not help that situation. So I went, peace, done. I'm not going to fight that fight. Pussy pounder. That Houston traffic gave this man tremendous PTSD. Oh my God, yeah, Gato. It was awful. I mean, not just the traffic, the kind of accidents that happen in Houston, the crazy accidents, the crazy storms that would happen, the flooding. Oh my God, it rained for 2 weeks one time. Yeah, Houston is a hot ass swamp. Bob Oso. Poor boy says, Pussy Pounder, good question. It's hard to beat a good walk on the beach in Juneau. Oh, Nick, it's the best. You go to eat somewhere and you just go to Juneau and go for a walk at dusk. It's perfect. You gotta have sandals, you gotta have shorts, you gotta be ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. And you just walk on the beach and they melt. You feel good about the situation. They're like, it is so pretty here. I'm like, right? Texas weather equals beer. Okay. Pay mortgage, not rent. I need water. Why? I need water. Why I've got to get out of Texas? Exactly, man. Like, I went to the Jupiter. Okay, when I first got single, I hadn't really. Ooh, that was my chest. I hadn't really ventured out to the area. I was only here about a year. I got single, and I'm just like, let me just go for a fucking drive, man. Let me just go. I ended up in Jupiter. I'm like, this is fucking. It's pretty adult here. It's beautiful. It's pretty, you know. Then I went to this park. I forget the name of the park, but that's where the Jupiter Inlet is. And I'm like, what is this? And the place was packed. People, this got this little swim hole that the water comes into. It's like a little lagoon thing. Kids are jumping and playing, and beautiful women out. A couple Mexicans grilling, but you know, you get that anywhere. Then you go out to the beach and you just sit there. And I saw these boats coming through, and I'm like, I was hanging out like on North Lake Boulevard thinking I was like, this is Florida. And then go to the downtown West Palm thinking this is Florida. And then go to Palm Beach Island and think this is Florida. Then I go to Jupiter, Delray, Boca, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. And I start meeting people all over the place. And I'm like, I hadn't done shit. And I fell in love with the place. And then you got to find the spots. Because girls want you to plan shit. When it comes to dating, they want you to plan shit. You're the planner. You're the one that dictates where you're going to go. Wear some jeans, we're going to do this. Wear a dress, we're going to do this. You got to tell them what to wear, what to do, and what we're going to do. And you got to have a plan for the meal, the after, and then your house has to be clean in case you come back home. That's how it is. Hey, what's wrong with grilling, bro? Nothing wrong with grilling. Dubois Park. Thank you, Jeremiah Camp. Dubois Park, when I first saw it and just sat there, I sat there looking at these boats come in and out of the inlet, flying, and I saw a manatee like wave at me. It was like, I was like, whoa, okay. This is wild. Yeah, water is nice, but then there's Galveston water. Galveston water is disgusting. The fish jump out of Galveston water. Have you noticed that? If you go to Galveston and check out by the pier, by the shitty ass Ferris wheel, the fish just go whoop, they jump out of the water because they hate it too. Dubois Park, Nick Santarpia, he knows. Hey, what's wrong with the grilling, bro? Thinking about moving to Miami from Tampa. Love Florida, would never move. Unless you got a job, a really good paying job in Miami, and you're gonna live like in Brickell or somewhere near the harbor or something, I would avoid Miami like a plague. Exactly, Wolf Earth. Do not move to Miami unless you're making $300,000 to $400,000, live in a high rise in Brickell. Do not move to Miami otherwise. Wolf Earth says it's beautiful, but a hellhole to live in. Exactly. Carrie says, yup, plan it. Exactly. Gotta plan it. Man has to plan the date. You know, like if you say something like, hey, can I see you sometime within, are you busy? No. If you're going to see me, there is no time limit. Don't tell me you got to head back home at 2 hours after I see you. That's not how it goes. So when we have a time limit, I'd rather not see you. I've done that a lot of times where girls like, hey, I can see you between 3 and 4. Bye. I don't need that shit. Why not? Because I'm available. Because I'm available to see you all night. And I'm planning on being available all night in case it goes really well. If you are not down, if you're not in the same wavelength as that, we don't even meet. Yep, I've seen so many dead fish wash up in Galveston. It's horrifying. David Jeffrey says, what's the most Florida man shit you've ever seen? Again, I'm not in Okeechobee. I'm not in Loxahatchee. I'm not in New Smyrna Beach. I'm not in any of that shit. So I don't see Florida man stuff here. What we see here is, ask Jeremiah Camp, R8s, Lambos, RS7s, I think they're called, Teslas. Ask Stephen D. He saw like 70 Teslas while he was here delivering the center section. He's like, another Tesla? I'm like, yeah, there is no Florida man shit where I hang out. Now, if I lived in Loxahatchee, if I lived in Okeechobee, if I lived in Belle Glade in the mud, in the muck, yeah, I might see some Florida man shit. Alex, best way to lose some gut fat. I'm not fat, just a little gut going. I'm 5'10", 205. Running, unfortunately, pussy pounder. A lot of running. For whatever reason, running and burning calories. Running. Cardio, or HIIT exercises, high intensity interval training exercises. There's a great guy on YouTube who does 15-minute high intensity interval, high interval intensity, whatever the fuck, HIIT. I'm talking so much, my head hurts. He does them for free, 15 minutes. Follow along with him. You'll be gassed after 15 minutes, like gassed and sore for days. Trust me. Alex, being at work and listening to your podcast make my day go by so fast. Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot, poor boy. Best cities to move in down in Florida. Very good question, Oscar Diaz. Carrie T says massage, something like that. What's it say here? Okay, sorry. The guys are hitting me up on the group chat. I'll hit them up later. Okay, so what's it say here? Message. I don't know. Carrie T says message. Best cities to move in South Florida. I like North Palm, close to Jupiter. I like Jupiter a lot, but you got to pay some money. There's some big money in Jupiter. If you're looking to rent, you're going to spend $2,000 in rent, but it's going to be a pretty nice place. Palm Beach Gardens. Palm Beach Gardens is predominantly Italian and white mostly. So it's good for obvious reasons. Good food, good diverse people. You know, I say white, but there's like a whole bunch, but it's middle upper class. So is Jupiter. Jupiter's a little higher end in my opinion. North Palm Beach also kind of encompasses that. So North Palm, Palm Beach Gardens, Jupiter. You might want to look into Stewart if you like a smaller, quieter bedroom community type place. The problem with Stewart is everything closes pretty early. Now, there are also parts of Lake Worth that are decent west of 95. East of 95, Boynton Beach, east of 95, like really close to the water, is really nice. Right off of 95, you will get shot. Wellington, a equestrian community, very nice. Kind of high end, kind of snobby. Not my cup of tea, but hopefully that helps. Now we're talking Delray, Boca, Fort Lauderdale. I don't even look at those places. Just too busy down there. Anything south of Boca is way too busy for me, and I don't even consider it. Carrie T says, message loud and clear. You're the hot girl. Exactly, Carrie T. I'm the hot chick. And if any girl wants to get with me, treat me like the hot chick. Pursue me. Show me you give a shit. If not, this is South Florida. It's not a problem to find someone. Stewart, West Palm. Exactly. There you go. Stewart to West Palm. Pretty much what I mentioned. North Palm, Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens. You can include West Palm in there. But yeah, West Palm's I like West Palm. I like Old West Palm by downtown, close to what's the name? You know, if you're going to if you're on Okeechobee Boulevard, you take a right at the light right before you go into downtown, take a right. There's some old houses down that way. Beautiful area. Jupiter Farms is awesome. Lots of land, but expensive. Very expensive. Greater Fort Lauderdale area, man. No, thank you. I will not touch Fort Lauderdale with a 10-foot pole. Oops. Message. Okay, someone said impending disaster. Says, damn, Alex, speaking truth. This is always more entertaining than the other live stream. No offense. No, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Florida man comes from the Panhandle and North Florida. Exactly. Destin, Pensacola, Tallahassee. That bullshit, meaning South Georgia, is where Florida man resides. Tesla's everywhere, said Steve D. 727C. You dude, everywhere. Tesla's everywhere. Not a fan of the Stewart area. Yeah, a little on the quiet side. Sort of Port St. Lucie is kind of a shithole in my opinion. Not a big fan of Port St. Lucie at all. Super bedroom community, kind of white trashy. Sounds bad to say, but it is kind of white trashy. It's not my cup of tea. I like where I'm at. Gardens, West Palm, North Palm, Jupiter, touching Stewart. Maybe Hope Sound. Maybe Palm City. Maybe Tradition. Have you ever grown a beard? No. No, it itches way too much. I'm off to bed, hot girl. I'll touch base with you tomorrow. I don't know. Carrie T is going to touch base with me tomorrow. I don't even know who that is. At Carrie T, sounds like you need to chase Alex. Joe Jackson. Jupiter Farms is awesome. Lots of land. Okay. All right. Hitting a heavy bag is also great cardio. He's right. Hitting a heavy bag works everything out. Back muscles, forearms, like all this, and your back. It's really good. And you do a lot of side to side stuff so your obliques get worked out. Okay, guys, I've been on for 1 hour and 35 minutes, and this has been very fun, entertaining. I actually listen back to these shows more than the other ones. I think the talking shit shows make me laugh more, but I think this is more of a real type of show that we just bro out here, talk Brazilian butts. We were supposed to talk about 90 Day Fiance, but if you guys really want to look into it, 90 Day Fiance, Before the 90 Days, seasons 2 and up. I know, it's stupid, it's gay. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. You're going to be fascinated as to how freaking crazy the people are and how some of those situations you can probably relate to. And that's how people view relationships nowadays. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Nick Santarpia says, I don't think you'd like Hope Sound, Alex. I used to live there. There's nothing to do and way too many old people. Gotcha. Okay, guys, I'm going to start getting out of here. Thank you very much for everyone that contributed. David Jaffrey, Daniel Rubio, Mustang House, Arturo Hermosillo, and who else contributed today? That's it. Daywood, Daniel, the Mustang House, and Arturo. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate everyone on the regular chat too. We had a lot of fun today. This is probably the best place that you're going to get a hold of me is on the regular chat on this channel. So I'm going to make it a regular thing after Frank's show on the Power by the Hour channel. Every Wednesday after his show, it could vary between 8 and 8:15 or 8:30, depending on when he gets done, because I don't want to step on his toes. I appreciate everyone that tuned in today, and I'm going to release some videos. I just installed the new set of injectors on the white car. I'm going to sit on my ass here and edit that video tonight and try to get it out to you guys by probably tomorrow morning or something like that on the other channel. Nothing exciting, just showing you some new injectors that I'm working with, showing you the differences and what I did. Just content for the other channel. That's all. Thanks for listening, guys. I will see you guys next week. F-150 S550 said, bitcha, and gave me $5. I thought I'd mention that. See you later.